Hey guys, Tyler2K here. This is probably like take 4 of trying to do this intro. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Claudio for the Season 2 patch changes. This is a cold watch. I'm still going to cover Leroy. It was just kind of, I got a request to do Claudio, so here we are taking a look at it. So I played him a little bit in 7. Never really a main character, but he was kind of like a side character I had for quite some time throughout the history of 7. 7.0 to FR to retail and whatnot. But yeah, I haven't played him too much in 8. So while I do know how to play him, at least in Season 1, I have no idea what Season 2 is going to entail. And that's where we're at. So as usual, if I make a mistake, please let me know the time code to set mistake. Apart from that, I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Oh, yeah, so you might notice on the right side of the screen, things are different. I realized when I went through one of the videos that it's like, okay, it's nice having all the notes, but the notes I had kind of zoomed out. So on my screen, I zoomed out. They're perfect, but in the replay, it's not super great. Even at 14, at 1440p or whatever, it's not super good. So I'm like, okay, what we'll do? I'm gonna go ahead, make it 100% font size. I'm going to make the window smaller since we're not looking at everything simultaneously. That way, hopefully, it's a little bit more legible for people who care. Otherwise, as usual, in the comments, in the description, you can find a direct link to the PNG that is hosted on the Tekken website. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, Season 2, Claudio received adjustments, focused on expending it. Okay, yeah, so that's kind of like the universal thing. It's like, we're making everyone's offense better. And it's like, okay, E8, right? Okay, new move, 4-4-4-2. What the fuck is that? Added along with Starburst Enhanced version. During Starburst 4-4-3-2 can be held. Ooh, what the heck? Is that NC though? Like anyway? Okay, it's NC. Okay, let's test. I presume this is NC, but that is crazy looking. Okay, and obviously the heat mode enhanced one. Not NC. Oh wow, it's an armor breaker. Okay, a little bit of a horse before cart here. I want to see. I assume we can full step that. Oh my god. Maybe not. Okay, step it to the right. Okay. Interesting nonetheless. I didn't expect it to like full track like that. Okay, additions provided with provide Claudio with more ways to apply pressure. 4-4-4-2 allows Claudio to enter into Starburst, even on block. Oh. Even when he holds it. Okay, so I think it requires them to block the incoming. How if I just do it raw? Okay, no, so I have to hold it. Interesting. Okay, you give Starburst. During Starburst, 4-4-3-2 allows him to act first when blocked without the need to hold input. Okay, I mean, you're +1, but you're like half screen away, so top right corner, plus frames aren't real unless you're up close. Okay, this allows for 3-2 to connect as a natural combo. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what they're saying. They're saying after full charge, it's +14, so you can still take the 3-2 there. Although, was I a little bit late? Obviously, I don't know the timing. That's okay. Well, I wasn't late. That's really weird. And then you can heat dash cancel that as well. So you don't get a full combo, but then you get like down like 1+2 afterwards, which is a lot of meter spent rather, not generation. Okay. Additionally, down 4-2 now grants Starburst on counter hit. Oh, interesting. So that means the combo structures are going to be different then. Oh no, it's fucking instant recovery, so you can still do like that style combo. Oh, how absurd. Wow. I thought he'd go like, what's that? And then like during the double over stun, rather than us being +57, we'd be like +27 or something like that. Because I think Starburst takes like 30 frames. No. Okay. Sure. Okay, new move, up forward 3+4-2. And wall stand to 1-1 grants Starburst. Interesting. Up forward 3+4, if I remember correctly, is 14 frames. Okay, I'm way the fuck off. I don't know what character I'm thinking of. Okay, so I have it on block. 12. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder if there's some sort of like knockdown Oh, it looks like they probably nerfed the Oki. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, in Season 2, Universal System Change, getting off the floor is like way safer. So if we were playing Season 1 or before, that would pick him up off the floor and then give us Starburst. Now granted, you wouldn't want to do that. You would just do a 3+4 pickup, back 3, and then 2-1-2, or some sort of down 1-2 structure. Okay, wall stand 1-1. Oh, wow, wall stand 1-1's now a knockdown. Wall splat? Wow. Plus 44 instead of our plus 9 situation. Now we're too far, but that does set up the spreader, I would imagine, at that range. Okay, yeah, there's no frames to backdash it, plus 44, right? Because this is 17 or 16, sorry. Interesting. Editing out. Okay, yeah, no frames. Okay, so we're like, you know, big asterisk there with the plus 37 or whatever. Okay, additionally, up forward 2 has been buffed to provide frame advantage on block. Okay, wow, that's a long time nerf, huh? Or because I think this used to be T7, I think like +1 or +2. So I guess because they had changed it to a heat engager, they had to get rid of that property on it. Now, is this a launcher? Okay, full launcher. +4, and they looks like they're left FC. Oh no, no, that's a standing animation. Yeah, so yeah, they're left in full standing. So even though they're doing a crouch animation, he's actually in standing the entire time. That's a weird thing that they had added. I don't know. It's been a long time in the game. It's just probably something that they should have got rid of by now. Okay, can transition into full crouch by holding down. Okay, well that's an interesting gambit, because that's kind of similar to what Dragunov has. And the idea with that is that when your opponent disrespects the plus frame, you go for a splat, and now that wall stand 1-1 is a wall splat, you have that benefit. Now you can go for a safer line, like up for whoa, I forgot you can do that now. You can go for a safer line, like wall stand 3, hold down, wall stand 3. The issue, of course, wall stand 3 is 16 versus 12, so that's the big one here. So 12 frame beats everything except for power crush, well, reversals, and then rage art. But still, you can go for that frame trap. Keep in mind 2 things. So I assume wall stand 1-1 is still -12. Okay, no. So it's now you cleanly have to duck it. Okay, thank God. That's been like a long time issue with Claudio. It's like even if you didn't know to duck this, it was still -12. So thank God they finally changed that. I think even in Season 1 that was the case, but I suppose we'll find out soon. Okay. Okay, they're saying, yeah, you take less risk by going for an option like wall stand 1-2 instead, which makes sense. So, plus frame, wall stand 1-2, because wall stand 1-2 by itself, I believe, is like -6. -9, okay. But you can, if I remember correctly, full step it right. Oh. Okay, well, you won't be able to step that frame. But this frame... Okay, other way, I guess. My bad. There you go. Even with Starburst, the same is true. There's no extra properties on this. It just goes from -9, evidently, to... maybe it's +4. Maybe it's +6 then. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Okay, yeah, +6. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, while down forward 2 requires a counter hit to activate. Sets up a situation where 2 and 2 can be more used in combos. Oh, is that what they want you to do now? Rather than do like a 4-for-4 structure, which admittedly is difficult for the character like Claudio. Oh, I mean, damn, 65. Well, what was I doing? $68. Okay. Okay, I mean, easy mode combo, right? I mean, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, same amount of hits, we do 3 less damage, but it's like infinitely more viable of a combo. Okay, sure, nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Other enhancements have been made, including buffs to forward 3. Oh, is that maybe us a natural hit now or something? Okay, I'm not going to spoil it because we'll get to it. And then a running 1+2. But running 1+2 is a starburst move. Do they mean... Okay, same thing. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay, 4-4-3, 2. Brand new move. That's what we've seen. Let's see. How fast is that? So 15, that's buffered. So that's basically 16 frames. So, I mean, look at that. Doesn't have quite as much range as Spreader. Okay, it's roughly about the same range. So let's see. 265. Yeah, this is kind of cheating, though, because by me tapping double tap for 4-4-3, it's having a little bit more range. So let's do 3. Okay, so it doesn't hit at 3. And let's see if Spreader hits at 3. Okay, not at 3. Looks like maybe 2.8. Okay, not even 2.8. So if I was to be at, like, let's say... Okay, so roughly about the same range. Like I said, the 4-4-3 kind of messes things up. And then 4-4-3-2 can be held. And then I believe even on, let's see, natural hit, was that, I think, a launcher? Wow, okay, so the second hit has hella range then. Holy crap. Okay, so... Yeah, that's crazy amount of range. I can't believe that. What? That's insane amount of range. Oh my god. Okay, so I can... Oh, okay. That's... It's like, it's so far that we hit, or it hits so far that we can hit him. But if then we're so far, we can't get the projectile part of the attack to hit. Okay, so it requires counter hit. And then, let's see, does that wall splat? Oh man, how am I going to test this? Yeah, it's too far. Wow, that's crazy shit. Okay, whatever. Okay, oh, Starburst 4-4-3. Okay, that's the difference. That's the armor breaker. Okay, is this a natural hit? I can't believe that range. That's absurd. I know there's like... Okay, fuck it. We know what, fuck it, we're doing it. I'm saying there's easier ways to test this, but still, it kind of shows the absurdity of how far this hits. Okay, we have added new move, Orion's Belt. And I think this was NC. Okay, yes it was. And I don't think we can hold this, right? No, straight up. Okay, now... -12. It looks like... wow, okay, there's a buff. Okay, natural wall splat. I mean, -12 advancing. Okay, maybe not that good. Now, anything special on heat? I would imagine it would tell us. Jesus. What? Now, it looks like the same attack. Okay. I mean, the range on it is pretty good, right? For a 17. That might be... okay, I take it back. So, there's this kind of like weird dead zone that there is with Claudio. I need to add some context here. So, when you have the spreader is the preferred launcher. But the spreader itself is 16 and requires meter. So, for long-range pushback, you actually have back 4-1. Or back 4-2, rather. So, back 4-2 is the one that can be heat dash canceled for full pickup. You know, so on and so forth. So, what you would do is like, okay, well, if you have no meter, you know, you just do the fucking full back 4-2 route because it has more range than forward 1+2. But actually there, that missed. Okay, so yeah, it looks like up 4-3+4 has maybe a smidge more range. But back 4-2 is probably still going to be the preferred one. Let's see, what's the damage? 30 damage, 36. And that's because all 3 hits of this attack are all unscaled. Now, did that give us meter? It does give us Starburst. Okay, so that's nice. So I guess if you don't want to meter pop or cause yourself to have heat engager go, then up 4-3+4 is superior. But I think the fear of back 4-2 and now this force 50-50 on wake up position between like down like 1+2 and then just like immediate back 4-2 meter pop is still very scary. But I don't know. I guess it'd be at your preference of which one to use. That's the nice thing, I suppose. The range is fairly consistent nonetheless. Okay, new move, up 4-2, which not really a new move. In transition to FC by holding down. Recovery speed reduced by 4 frames. Adjusted behavior on block from -8 to +4. That's a huge improvement. Like I said, I think in Tekken 7 it was like +1. Now deals chip damage on block. So let's see. How much chip are you taking? 4 points. Okay, I mean, not great, not horrible, but better than nothing. Fixed an issue where delaying the input of up forward 2 caused it to be faster than occurring. Interesting. So there was a jump cancel, it sounds like, with up forward 2. Top right corner, jump canceling. Doesn't exist in Tekken 8 anymore, but still for posterity, it's, you know, something that should be talked about. Okay, 4-3. Recovery time when blocking has been increased. Okay. So 4-3, I think everyone on the planet's probably going to duck this. So it doesn't really matter. It's +1. 4-3, a little bit more valuable. The only issue is from 10 frame. I don't think there's anything you have access to that's really scary. You can go for your 12 again with another 4-3. Down for 2 and 14. But that's kind of about it. 4-2, 15 or 12. Okay, I mean, 4-2-1 hit confirm, I guess. Well, whatever. Speaking of which, increase the input window. Oh, so you can probably more easily delay it. That's what I assume. Yeah, they're not making this NC. They're making it so it's easier to confirm. Or maybe better on the delay option. Like you want to wait an extra 2 frames. Yeah, that's a pretty long delay on it now. Okay, down for 2. Grant starburst hit on or state on counter hit. Behavior on counter hit has been changed to improve the stability. Okay, so that's nice. So likely what they mean, like I said, the 4-4-4 after this was very tricky. I wouldn't call it just frame, but it probably only had like a 3, maybe 4 frame window. Maybe now we can just like max delay. Oh yeah, you see that? Rather than him doing a normal crumple stun, he now does like a new like double over stun animation. So that's why he probably wasn't +57 originally. He was probably like +38 or something. I'll just take a guess for us to link the 4-4-4 after. Because remember, just because an input or an attack is 15, the forward counts for frames. You can buffer it, but still it counts for frames. So it's never that fast. Okay, down forward 3-2, reduce recovery by 1 frame. Wow. -2 to -1 on block, and then better on hit. Okay, I mean, sure. That way you're more likely to get the busting nut through, I guess. Shoulder churn steal. I don't know what the difference is. Honestly, I can't really tell. I assume it's just for the DJ. Maybe it's Damek Wompusu then becomes truly evasive in that position, where you can't attack Claudio at +1 rather. I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. Okay, TP has been changed. Change behavior on aerial hit. Let's find out. Okay, so that looks normal. Oh, okay. It gives them a little bit more loft. So that way you can probably better link in after the... Well, I can't believe I could land back one there. You can better link in afterwards. If by some chance they go airborne, you can still convert it. That was a season, or sorry, a Tekken 8 change to the game. That was made that I really liked. A lot of people probably think it was scrubby, but the fact that like certain launch punishable moves didn't do anything if your opponent was mashing hop kick. So you're taking all the risk, but you don't get any of the reward of something that was like super launch punishable. But nowadays, yeah, like for instance, like -15, right? So why, if they go airborne, should our twin piston not work against airborne? Now it does. Now we can like get something converted off of, whether like 2-1-2, like there you go, look at that. Beautifully worked out for us. Something to that effect. Okay, nice change, a very good change. Because I always hated that. It's play against someone mash happy, and you know you get a good read on them, but you don't know exactly what they're gonna mash, and then all of a sudden, stuff doesn't work. Okay, back 3, neutral 3. Change behavior on counter hit, making it possible for ground hits. Okay, so that'd be the second hit. Oh, 14. Can I... Okay, how far can I... I have a feeling... Okay, so there's probably a 15 here. But man, that's going to be hard to hit. So yeah, if it's active for 2 frames, maybe they have to sidestep. No, that's going to be hard. Well, okay, last one. Okay, so maybe if they sidestep a certain direction late, the back 3-3 will have better frame advantage. There is a world where this is plus 15, but I mean, no one's going to be getting hit by back 3-3 at this range, right? That's never going to happen. There you go. So at the tippy tip, it's plus 15. Oh, well, now that's looking a little bit more consistent. Huh. Yeah, that's a window though. That's really far. And then we'll do the season 1 shit again. Okay, so other than that, a frame advantage on block from -12 to -10. Okay, that's a nice buff too. And then on hit, wow, on hit it's this clean +9. That's really nice as well. So if you guess correctly, and you're only -10 now, right? So it's not even a bad thing to go for this. Wow, that's really, really nice. And then same thing, active for 2 frames. So there's a range where it's going to be +10. But the thing is they recover in standing, so you're going to have to duck jab, which means realistically it's not going to work. But okay, cool. Cool buff. Okay, backpack 2+3. The unblockable is now back 2+, you know. It used to be back 2+3, now it's backpack 2+3. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Oh wow, I can't believe that's missing. They changed animation? It felt like he used to take like a big step forward. Maybe I'm just mistaken then. Okay, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm thinking of Tekken 7. But okay, yeah. There were some like combo structures where if you're doing back 3s and like you fat fingered during like your deep dash and you like slid it and you got like that, you would get blown up. So, okay, cool. They changed that so you don't get penalized. Speaking of which, I'll give a shout out to back 3, neutral 3. Top right corner, a great change for Claudio that is not immediately on the surface like understandable. Wow, Starburst running 1+2 is now 22. Holy shit. And how many can I do? Okay, he has to block. When it's real damage, I gotta hold that shit. Okay, I can do 2 of those, so 44 points of chip. Okay. I mean, that's a lot of chip. The nice thing with running 1+2 is you're +8 versus running 2, which is only +6. So that's the major difference. Also, because the animation is a little bit different, the timing is slightly different. So sometimes people will freak out and not properly use their +8. But if you're an experienced Claudio player, it shouldn't be too big a problem. Okay, wall stand 1-1. Now give Starburst and the knockdown and +44, which is really, really nice. Again, there should be no frames to backdash here. So let me go ahead and set him to backdash, just see what happens. Oh, no, he can backdash. Tight. Let me try that one more time. Oh, you know what it is? We're not actually +44. That's what it is. This is what I was talking about. So when you do the Starburst animation, like you use the little hand wave, it's burning frames. So you're not actually 44. You're probably closer to 30. Or sorry, +10, because it costs like 30 or so frames of animation. It's still a nice buff though, especially because like what you have like 4-4-3-2 now, and you're +1. Okay, fuck it. Sure. Okay, 3+4. Damage changed. Okay, does more damage now. Reduced recovery time by 5 frames. No change to the frame advantage. So it should still be -10, right? Oh, we gotta block that shit. Okay, -11. So you duck jab to punish it, but now the frames are slightly different. The frame opening after blocking it. Okay, behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. I assume it's just going to be a natural knockdown. Go ahead and turn off. Okay, counter hit is off. So this is a weird kind of flop state 3+4. Okay. Change behavior against aerial. How the fuck am I going to test that? Oh. The behavior on landing a down hit has been modified. Ah. So if we hit him here, that just spikes him into the floor. It spikes him into attack roll position. But if we time the option on low slump, it spikes them. But I didn't really get a good look at the frame data. And yeah, it's not super difficult, but it's trickier than just normally just mashing it. Okay. I wonder if there's some weird combo structure, like you're at the wall, like TP, something. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I haven't seen this. Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe the 3+4 is just low enough. No, that. Okay, well, one more shot. Okay. By one more shot, I meant 2 more shots. Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't count. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to mash 3+4. Okay, so yeah, clearly the animation is different. So we go from -7 to +6 / +3, it looked like. So we do recover quicker than our opponent, unless I missed the negative sign. But still, it's like, I don't know. I'm sure there's some hidden piece of tech there with 3+4 that I simply don't know about. But for now, that appears to be the case. You have better advantage. I don't know if the idea is to like splat them plus, 3 into like wall stand 1-2 at starburst off meaty option. Although this is active for 2 frames. So okay, I don't know. Hit me up in the comments if you understand if I'm what I'm missing. What is the big change? Okay, up 3+4 is now 17 instead of 20. Damage has been decreased. Damage being decreased because obviously now is the extension to it. Opponent's behavior on hit has been altered to not induce a wall stun. Okay. Fixed an issue where delaying the input of 3+4 caused it to attack faster. So you could jump cancel it originally. But they got rid of it because no funds allowed. Okay, so we see this. So up forward 3 now causes ground spike right away. So there is no more, I think it was +7 or +8 in FC. Now it just always causes the counter at state up forward 3 knockdown presence. And yeah. Okay, modified behavior on block. Yeah, so it's no longer a plus frame orbital. It's now... I need to fix my stick. My stick's breaking again. Yeah, it's now -6 instead of +2. Okay. Chip damage has been removed. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. Oh, they finally nerfed back 1. Wow. Okay, distance between the player and opponent on block has been increased. Oh. It's barely increased, if that's increased. Okay, the big one is -8 instead of -5. That's a huge change. Also, the fact that it does less damage. I mean, 7 damage? That's significant as fuck. I mean, you're still doing a lot of damage, right? But that's a huge part of it, right? You're dealing 7 less unskilled hit. Okay, that's a lot more manageable for sure then in that case. Okay, down back 3. Changed from 24 to 21, so 3 frames quicker. Ah, okay, so it's just a really quick low crushing option, or high crushing. I mean, I respect that. He kind of has felt like he's needed a crush for a while now, and in wall stand 1-1 probably. Ooh, that's nice too, because obviously by the wall we still get the wall splat in that situation. And in best of all open field, we still get the... Oh, what am I thinking of? Okay, so we don't get that. My apologies. Okay, so we're in FC. So it really just be wall stand 1-2. Because I can't think of any other thing he might have 13 out of a wall stand. Yeah, it has to be just wall stand 1-2 or wall stand 1-1. Obviously... Wall stand 1-2 is way inferior to wall stand 1-1. More damage, starburst, and plus frames versus wall stand 1-2, which kind of just pushes him away. Okay, so behavior on counter has changed. So that's definitely a nicer change, especially when you consider that like his down back 3 was like the same speed as Anna's in Tekken 7, yet Anna's was a natural launcher and Claudio's was a counter launcher only. So it was weird it took him this long to buff it. I don't like the animation though. It looks like just janky as shit. Hopefully maybe in the future they'll better spline it or improve the animation. Okay, damage 1+2. Added crouching status. Okay, interesting. Expanded the hitbox so there would be less situations where it would whiff. Okay, so they mean rather than having it just Phantom Crush while he does his like kind of Dragon Punch animation. Just keep in mind, right, this is a natural launcher. But it was kind of, marred is probably a good word. Marred with just being hyper evasive. So when people would call it like a Dragon Punch, they weren't lying. It like basically was a Dragon Punch. So now what they're saying is like they're explicitly making it a crouch status during the attack. So that means he probably consistently gets hit by mids now. There's no more Phantom Crushing with Damek 1+2. So that's nice. That's a huge change. This is a nerf. I don't know any positive here. It's now, rather than it like randomly being invulnerable, it just crouches. Okay, cool. Cool, thanks, Namco. Right, who cares? Okay, Starburst, Damek 1+2, added crouch status, expand the hurt box, yeah. Adjusted behavior. Again, this is also a nerf. How's this a buff? These are nerfs. -9 is gigantic. Cause yeah, at -2, it's like, okay, you block my TP or my DP. Here's another DP, by the way. Oh, you block my DP, but you're going to respect it? Like, okay. Power Crush, throw. Even everyone's favorite Damek 2-1 on 11, especially because Damek 2-1 is safe on block. It's like, okay, you block my -2. I'm taking my turn back with Damek 2-1, which is safe on block. Now, granted, this is S-low, so you can low parry it, but still, considering the fact that Damek 1-2 or Damek 2-1 rather, sorry, used to be launch punishable, like in Tekken 7, it's come so far since then, for sure. Okay, wall stand 3. Well, wall stand 3 is not safe anymore. What? Did anyone think wall stand 3 was overtuned? Okay. Now -12 instead of -8. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, a hitbox down back 1+2, shoulder. Extended upward, alleviating instances where it would miss. Okay, I think what they're talking about is sometimes by the wall, during this high splat state, you can kind of like cross under them under certain scenarios. Usually with some sort of like high splat, like there you see like a back two, causing like a really fucking high splat because it's causing tornado spin at like maximum height, and then you can go under him in certain scenarios. So that's what they're getting rid of. Okay, they're making it so that your shit doesn't fucking blow you up anymore for doing like optimized combos and shit. So that's a great change. Again, it's not a buff. This is a quality of life fix. Okay, I take it back. This is a buff, and I only say that because like look at where you're initiating. Like look at it, like Jin's feet, right? Right. When you do the shoulder, like they're hella high up. Okay, let me try to slow motion this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. Try this. Yeah, okay, so like look at that. Visually, well, the hit spark is under his feet. His upper shoulder is hitting the foot. In actuality, Claudio would probably paralyze himself and never be able to walk again without the power of Assetio or whatever. But okay, it's a buff. It's less quality of life fix. I was thinking the weird situations where sometimes you would cross under them, but no, they mean like better wall optimization consistently now. Okay, sure. Okay, back 4-3-2. Behavior when hitting the opponent during wall splat was inconsistent. Delayed. Okay. So they're making it so that you always will consistently get low slump on this hit by slowing it down by 1 frame. The tricky part with like 1-framers, because the buffer system is in place for usually like 10 frames, and anything you hit during that buffer system hits on the first frame. But if you have to, for the hit on frame, like let's say 11, you'd have to literally be 1 frame past the buffer and then hit a just frame to hit that 11 frame. So now they're making it such that you never have to worry about slight delaying combo structures. You're always going to consistently get the big boy damage here because they went out of their way to delay the input or delay the attack by 1 frame to consistently get the low slump. So nice quality of life change. That's definitely same thing. That's definitely a buff. It is a quality of life change, but that's a real buff because Namco in the past has done things like that in reverse to nerf things. So, okay. Oh no, Stand 3 now has a shittier hitbox against grounded. Admittedly, that's not something I ever did enough of. But yeah, in certain scenarios you would. Why are you Kamito? There it is. In certain scenarios, you would spike them to the floor and then Stand 3. And then they could not escape it. It was kind of like a steel pedal, whereas an option like down, sides of 4, Damage 3 would be like your ground hits. 3+4 also were ground hitting. But like the Big Daddy, of course, was an option like Damage 1+2. The issue, of course, was that Damage 1+2 cost meter, right? So you're not doing that for free. So instead, what you could do is Stand 3 on flinch position, and now it's gone. So that's good. This is definitely a nerf, but at the same time, it's probably more a bug fix or an oversight that just made it through the game. And someone like at Namco is like, Claudio's not as strong as we had thought, so let's just leave the bug in there, right? No harm, no foul. But yeah, that's definitely nerf. Okay, I think that's it on the patch notes for Claudio. Buffed or nerfed? Definitely. I was gonna say definitely buffed, but man, actually, in hindsight, the things that he has gotten aren't like super good. Now, the one thing I can definitely say is the nerfs to him aren't really that bad. I mean, back 1 hurts, but like back 1 was probably overtuned already in season 1, even though it's been like -5 forever. But otherwise, like, they're not horrible. Like, was anyone reusing Damage 3, right? Does anyone care it's no longer a counter launcher? Probably not. I think maybe Damage 1+2 is probably the biggest nerf here. For bonus damage, Stand 3 is definitely the worst nerf. But I think like the stability changes to down forward 2, 2-1-2 structures. I don't see the light with an option like 4-4-3-2 yet. But maybe there is something that I'm not seeing. But like there's a lot of stability improvements to him, which a cool thing, right? Because one of the defining features of a character like Claudio, long damage or general evasiveness, decent amount of carry, but more importantly, when he got you to the wall, you're going to be hurt, right? You're going to take a lot of fucking damage. So now that they're better stabilizing both carry and wall structures and stuff like that, so it doesn't phantom whiff anymore, overall he's going to be stronger. Now with that being said, weighing everything together, okay, so what I'll do, I'll give him a +1. So again, we're doing now a more quantifiable kind of rating system. So when it comes to bug fixes and quality of life improvements, he's definitely a one arrow up for sure. Now the second arrow deals really heavily with just general how your character is going to exist in Tekken 8. Like, do they have any Tekken 8 shit? I don't see anything. There is nothing here other than wall stand 1-1 is like Tekken 8. None of these are Tekken 8 buffs. These are all just fixes and or nerfs. But like the only one is wall stand 1-1. So I think maybe Claudio is going to be in the same problem that Dragunov is, where people see, oh hey, your 12 frame wall stand got buffed. Why are you crying? And you're like, yeah, it's cool. And Claudio is still cool. But like he's not really playing like season 2 Tekken 8 is what I'm trying to say. So for that alone, I probably have to give him a -half arrow. So overall, I would say buffed, not super buffed. Bug fixes, quality of life changes, and realistically, he's probably half an arrow up. I would give him. So very slight buff, very slight. Nowhere near as crazy as Brian, who we had just taken a look at, and or the other characters apart from Dragunov, RIP. Sort of stuff. Okay, if I made a mistake, if I clearly missed something, please let me know what time code the mistake. Comments, questions, concerns, YouTube, Red, Twitch, Twitter. Feel free to hit me up. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Leroy tonight. That'll be the next video that comes out. I might delay the release on that one, simply because sometimes the algorithm doesn't like me releasing 2 videos simultaneously. If you like what I'm doing, consider becoming a member. That's how I make most of my money from the channel. Apart from that, To be honest, we're probably starting to run out of characters I'm going to be doing this on. So we'll probably make like another maybe 4 of these. But then after that, I don't really feel super compelled to make more of them. So if there's a particular character you want to see, e.g. like Claudio here, please let me know in the comments, or just PM me directly. That way, if you don't have to, you don't want to do anything public, that's fine. Beyond that, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, later on.